Hello, everyone, and welcome to Having to Roll. And this is our tabletop roleplay gaming series. My name is Oliver. I'm going to be your player today in our one-on-one D&D game Beneath the Sea. With me is our dungeon mistress, Robin. Robin, I'm
Oh,
going to pass it on over to you.
okay. So, as well as catching us here every Saturday for our two-person D&D game, we also stream on Thursdays for our Just Chatting and Fridays for Oliver's gaming stream. We're available on pretty much all forms of social media. The links for these are all in the About section here on our Twitch page. We also have a growing Discord community, which we would love for you all to come, join, and to be part of. So, I think we'll just jump in then.
Yeah, jump straight in. I think we're going to have to switch this round. I think I'm going to have to do the announcements next week because otherwise it doesn't work out. I'll say hello, I'll do the announcements, and I'll flip it back to you. Cool.
That sounds good.
Start the stream again. No.
Let's start all again, everyone. Okay. Last time, our lovely adventurer Rex had returned to the city of Riverfrost after being gone for quite a long time and having experienced some hardship. Rex returned to find Riverfrost pretty similar to how he had seen it before, although he did come across some unusual happenings, mentions of a wizard by the name of Arloe, and odd plants that seemed to have appeared. It wasn't until he was reunited with an old friend of his, Lenara, also a member of the Rangers of the Frost. Lenara revealed to Rex that this wizard Arloe had only been in town for the past couple of weeks, though everybody has memories of him from years to come. She invites Rex to join her on her small adventuring boat so that she can reveal to him everything that she has discovered, as well as leaving with one last warning that there is something strange beneath the sea. So, Rex.
Yeah.
Lenara has just revealed this to you, and she's heading over to her boat. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll follow her onto the boat. It's nighttime, right? Or early?
It's morning. It's early morning.
Okay. Is the sun coming up? Or?
Yes, the sun is coming up currently. It's early hours of the morning. A little bit earlier than yesterday because the previous day you got up round about when people were setting up and the coffee stand was getting set up. You're a little bit before that at this point.
Oh, have I had a long rest?
Yes, you have had a long rest.
Yeah, I've had a long rest. I get something back anyway. Oh wait, no.
You're
Was this before? Because I saw the raven.
No, you woke up to the raven.
Ah, right.
And so you used your
divine sense, right?
Your divine sense. That's it.
That's what I've used.
Yes, that's all you've used. Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll follow Lenara. I feel like I recognize that name. I'll follow Lenara to her boat.
Nice. As you follow her, you walk across the pier and you are faced with her small adventuring boat. This is something you have most likely seen before. Whether or not you have been out adventuring at sea is your choice. But looking at this boat, you can see it has clearly seen better days. The rough patchwork around the sides that clearly Lenara has been doing herself for some time is starting to come away. Although as you step up onto the deck, you do notice that the place has definitely been out seeing a lot of adventure recently. As you look around, you notice the damp starting to come through certain areas. As Lenara heads towards the lower deck, down a set of stairs. Would you like to follow her?
I mean, when you said boat, this is more like a ship, right? If it's got 2 levels. When you're saying boat, I was imagining like a little boat. I was like, oh, stairs. Wow. Okay.
Okay, it's a small adventuring boat. It's got so it has your main deck at the top with
Yeah, a little
everything,
frigate
and then
type thing,
it's basically got a little sort of nook underneath as well where she sleeps.
Where we can have hundreds of horses and cavalry. and a bedroom for Galadriel. Right.
Look, it's the TARDIS, but it's the ship.
I'll follow her down to the lower decks.
Yes. As you head down, you head down the wooden stairs, and it opens up into a small sort of little nook of a room. Within the room, you can see a bedroll over at the side, and most of it is taken up by a pile of papers and posters, mainly missing posters, as you see a large board on the wall where Lenara is clearly trying to piece different things together. She'll turn to you. I've been doing all I can while I've been here, but it's difficult as nobody seems to remember anything.
I'll walk up to the board. What can I glean from what she's already pieced together? Is there anything that sticks out?
Why don't you do either a perception or investigation? It is your choice.
Let's go investigation.
Cool.
13.
13. As you look at the board, you can see that she has she's got the name Arloe written with like a question mark and a circle around it. Around this area, you can see that she has several posters. There are posters for missing people. Most of these people look as if they are sailors or they have, been away working and things like that. So it's people that usually would go out traveling from what you can see from it. You can also see that she has written the word plants and put a question mark. And she also has, Tharavol's wife written down as well. She's literally got that written there with a circle around it as well.
Doesn't look like you've uncovered much yet. No wonder you need my help.
Well, I see you're just as cocky as ever. But yes, I do need your help.
Why? Were you suspicious of Tharavol's wife?
No, not suspicious, but she is the... When I started walking around, she's the only one who seemed to not be sucked in by a lot of what's happening. It was her that told me that you were back here.
Well, I did notice that one of the plants, it looked like it'd been removed from outside her place.
Yes. I feel that most of us who are within, well, the kind of jobs that we do, most of us make sure that our families know how to take care of themselves. She was obviously savvy enough to notice what was happening and protected herself and her son, but there's only so much you can do.
Yeah. Well, if this Arloe's known by the citizens of Riverfrost, surely they must know where he stays. I think I spoke to someone that said he lives just outside town.
That is what I've been told. People say that he has been spotted near the wooded area, but no one seems to have a clear vision of where he actually lives.
Wait, have you met him yet, or?
No.
No.
I have not met him. Everybody knows him, and everybody has all these stories, and they talk about where they think he lives. But I've never met him.
So, do you have any other leads?
There's one thing that I found a bit odd in the area. When I was out recently, I was set on a quest to deal with something out at sea. Apparently, people had been raving about different creatures in the sea near here. So I went out and I looked and I investigated, and I came across some awful creatures out there. That's what's suspicious. The creatures that are in the sea, I've never seen anything like it before. It's like they're mutated in some way. They're close to here. But the people here, the people who are fishing and who live here, don't seem to be concerned. It's as if they don't even know about them. Before, if something like that would happen, instantly the Frost would send out the rangers, they'd deal with it and deal with the situation. But it's like everybody forgets that there are these creatures there.
Well, is there anyone else in the rangers that found this suspicious, or did you wake up one day and all of a sudden everyone was under this illusion that they knew this person?
It's odd, but I've not been back long. When I came back, everything was different.
And you haven't roused any suspicion from the rangers with your investigation?
Well, I went straight to Norwin, of course, and I told him, and I said, I told him what had happened and what I suspected, and he thought I was ridiculous. He was calm, very calm, and you know what he's like. I mean, it was odd. It was as if he was fine and happy, and as if he thought I was going mad. He told me that perhaps I had spent too much time out fighting sea monsters, and maybe I should go have a drink and calm down. And then that's not like him. He would never say that. Plus, he likes killing monsters, so I'm more shocked that he didn't want to come out and see for himself.
Yeah, well, it's kind of difficult to do any kind of investigation or recon within the city if we don't know who has been influenced.
Exactly.
And I can't exactly breathe underwater to check out these monsters.
Well, that's the thing. So, I saw one of them. Okay, at first I thought it was a shark. I was like, oh, look, it's just a shark.
As you do, yeah.
Yes. It was out at sea, swimming around. I was like, it's a shark, whatever.
It's rocking chair.
What we deal with. It's not what we deal with. But then I saw it a bit closer. It came over to the ship. I saw its dorsal fin come out of the water, and the front of its face appeared, and at first I noticed that it didn't have 2 eyes, but 4. And then as it got closer, its mouth opened, and it was just teeth upon teeth. And I swear I saw tentacles covered in teeth. It was terrifying, and it latched onto the side of the boat. I managed to get it away. It completely damaged the side of it. I've patched it up the best I can. But I've been trying to figure out where these creatures actually are. They must be going to a certain place. If I can figure out that, maybe I can figure out why they're there. It's my only lead. Weird wizard appears, weird creatures appear, nobody knows anything.
So, I mean, I don't need to tell you this, but the sea's a big place. What makes you think they're coming from a specific point?
I don't know, but I spend all my time out there at sea. I know the waters well.
Can I insight her to see if she's got cabin fever or something?
Of course you can. Do an insight check.
Yeah. Insight. I thought I would just ask instead of fish for one. 9.
9. She seems to be telling the truth. What she's saying seems to be...
She doesn't seem crazy.
No, she does not seem crazy.
Okay. Well, I mean, not much of a, I've not really got very good sea legs these days. I'm not entirely sure how to track something that lives underwater.
It is it's going to be difficult, but I know where I saw it last. I need to find if someone else must have seen them. Someone must have an idea of where they could be, where they might be living, where they might be going to, or maybe if anybody's seen anything else like it. It was as if it was mutated.
Well, is that given if even the rangers aren't concerned about their existence? If people are ignoring the plants and this Arloe person, and it sounds like they're ignoring these, so how would we know if anyone was telling the truth?
That's the thing. I think that we need to somehow snap them out of what's happening here. I want to get my hands on one of these creatures and bring it back, dead obviously, and show them, literally show Norwin and say, look, this is what's there, this is what's out at sea, and we have never had anything like this before. There's something wrong. But I don't know what's happening with the plants. I don't know why there's creatures there or what they are. And I don't actually know exactly where Arloe is either.
Well, I guess we'll go sea creature hunting.
We could go sea creature hunting. I have a rough idea of where I saw it last, but I don't know anyone else who's actually seen it.
Well, if that's your only lead, then I guess we'll go check it out.
Should we go now?
I've got nothing else to do. I was going to leave.
Where were you going to go?
Back to the temple, I guess. But
Vex, I know you've been through a lot, but you can do a lot more good here than going back to the temple. That's
why I'm here.
Well, it's early, it's still a little bit dark. I'm going to get the boat ready.
Do you need a hand?
No, I've got this. I'm plus you look a little bit wobbly. We'll head up. And she just basically turns around and she heads up the stairs ahead of you.
Okay. I'll limp up to the main deck.
Okay. And she takes out a map. Right, this is where I saw this weird shark thing, okay? I think that if we head back out there and we maybe drop some bait down, might be able to attract it again. It's going to take a lot of focus with no other leads or sightings of it, but it's not far. It's only about a mile north of here. It won't take us that long.
Sure, let's get going.
So she starts getting everything ready, and you set sail.
Is it just Linara, or has she got a crew?
It's just Linara.
Oh God, okay.
Yeah.
I'll try and help out the best I can with like moving a small ship.
As you head off, it's calm. The seas are very calm at the minute. It's slowly getting lighter and lighter outside. It's quite pleasant in the air as well. It's a bit of a warm breeze. And all in all, it's quite a nice feeling. Do you think Rex would have been out at sea before, or
He's been out at sea, but not as a sailor. He definitely would have pretended to be a sailor at some point to get where he needed to go, and he's probably been on plenty of ships. But apart from that, I don't think he has any love for the sea.
No.
Not that many sailors do either, but
so as you're out at sea, we've not been out there too long, but Lara will turn around to you. Okay, it was around about this area. Here, why don't you drop that net over there? And as
Sure.
you turn around, you see a sort of like this gross net full of bait, basically. And just drop that down into the water.
Sure.
Splash! As all the water comes up and bits of chum and everything are floating around and some of it dropping below the surface. Okay. I guess what we'll do is keep an eye out around here, see if anything comes back. And you wait. Would you like to do anything while you wait?
I'm going to look, but I'm also going to... I'll have a look with my divine sense on. I'll flick that on again.
Nice. Can you tell me what divine sense does again?
I certainly can. You detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. That's it.
Do you know what blocks it at all? Or is it just like total cover?
It's total cover. So if you're talking about water, that's an interesting one because it would depend on how you as the DM would interpret. It'd be more about, so basically it's a sense, so it's not sight. So you can, if it's water, then I imagine if it was me, I would be like, well, you can sense it, but if you were trying to see something perceptively, then it's difficult. It's obscure. It's like looking through darkness, I imagine.
Yeah. With the sea being quite calm at the minute, I would say you would be able to see at least, maybe not the full 60 feet below it, but you should be able to see a bit of a chunk. Okay, how long does it last?
How long does it last? Let me see. You choose. I feel like I should have done this so many times. To the end of your next turn, so it's only like it's only a few seconds.
Okay, so as you look, are you looking like over the side of the water?
Yes, the side that we threw the chum over.
So you have a little look. Could you make me a perception check with advantage?
Ooh, advantage. Ooh.
Advantage, please.
Perception. That's an 8 advantage.
Cool. Sorry, the divine sense, because I've not actually experienced that before. Is that like does it just happen? Like it'll just glow and happen basically?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you are looking around, you're looking over the side of the boat, and you see the bits of bait that have fallen below, and nothing's really happening. There's a couple of ripples in the water, and nothing really seems to be there. You can't see anything. But as you wander around, and I'm going to make the assumption that you're probably looking around the boat over different parts of the water. As you come
slowly.
around,
I'm not like running from one end to the other like Bart Simpson, like run to the front. Oh yeah.
Yeah, as you walk around, you get to the part of the ship where you'd seen there had been a lot of like rough patchwork going on recently, and you can see that it's quite beaten up down there. As you look over, you don't really seem to see anything. But then, as you squint and as you look into your divine sense, you notice a familiar glowing aura appearing from the water itself. You can see that something's moving. The divine sense, will it tell you exactly what it is if it's like fiend, undead? And so on?
Yeah. Basically, I'll get either. I'll get, it won't specify if it's like demon or devil or something, but it'll say
Okay.
fiend, or it will say undead, or it will say it's holy because of the hallowed spell if it's holy. So
Yeah. Okay. So what you're seeing is actually something that is undead. It's glowing up as undead, and it is moving, and it's large, and it's coming towards the ship. Currently, it's about 30 feet away.
okay.
Now, you can't tell how deep it is.
Okay, I'll be like, Lenara.
Yes.
Okay, whatever it is not natural. It is undead, and it is right there, and I'll point to where it is, and it's coming for us.
Right. Okay. Okay. We need to... I'm sorry, but...
Okay.
Last time I faced this, I was completely by myself, and it's terrifying. If it's there, this is where it approached from before. It attacked the side of the ship. Right, I'm going to get my weapons ready. Get yourself ready, because I don't know if this is going to come onto the ship again.
So I can't tell, because it must be within 60 feet if it's pinging my divine sense. Okay.
You know it's within 60 feet, but you can't tell if it's like, 60 feet, like down at an angle and so on, if that makes sense.
Okay,
but
right.
It's within 60 feet and it's moving towards you.
Okay.
Not moving overly fast at the minute, but it is moving towards you. Lenara goes to get her weapons ready as you see her getting a crossbow out. What would you like to do?
I look at the crossbow, a little bit, maybe a little bit longingly, as I look at the thing. I'm just checking something. Oh right, okay, yeah. I'm going to point at where I think it is, and I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on it. I'm going to hold out my quarterstaff and hold my holy symbol, and flame comes up my arm and through my quarterstaff, and I'm going to fire it into the water, a little bit blind.
Nice. So Sacred Flame. So how does that work? Do you have to roll for that one?
Okay, so basically the target, so it ignores benefit from cover. So if it's got cover from being underwater, that's not a thing, but it needs to make a dex save, please.
Okay, let's make a dex save. It got a 5.
Got a 5. That is a fail. So it takes 1d8 radiant damage.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. Hang on, 7. Hang on, let me roll this properly. Okay, so it takes 7 radiant damage.
Uh-huh. There we go, 7 radiant.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. So yeah, well with that, initiative is going to start as you fire this flame. What does this flame look like? What does your sacred flame look like?
It is a blue, like a silver, white and blue flame that kind of curls around, almost like some kind of reptilian tail, and shoots in a kind of spiral motion straight at the water. And I can imagine it kind of like hissing and that as it hits the ocean. Yeah, and then I'm gonna back up if I have time.
Yeah, you got time. You can back up.
Back
so as you back up, and now can you roll me some initiative? And then combat is going to start.
Combat.
Woo!
Woo! Okay, so that's an 11 for Rex.
11 for Rex. Oops. So 11. And then I'll just roll for Lenara. Okay. So this beast is going to be going first. Followed by yourself and then followed by Lenara.
Okay.
So as you have struck this beast, it is angry, and you see the water around it move as something seems to move at great speed towards the ship itself.
Okay.
It moves up towards the ship, and you see again the dorsal fin of what you would describe as a great white shark coming out of the water as it gets closer and closer. You see the 4 black beading eyes staring out at you as its nose comes out of the water, and these long tentacles come out from within its mouth. Each tentacle has these sharp, teeth-like barbs coming down the inside of them as this latches onto the side of the ship itself, crunching into it, and you can hear the wood start to splinter around from beneath where you are. Yes. So as it's there, whereabout are you? You said you moved back from the
Yeah,
the
I
edge,
try to be like as like the center of the boat as I can from the edge that I was stood on, basically.
Nice. That's fine. As these tentacles start to wrap into it, you see the longer tentacles come out over the side of the actual boat itself. These barbs sticking in and pulling it back. This is all it can do at this point, though, as it starts to engulf the boat. For the corner of the boat. Now it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go hit the main. I'm gonna just run up and hit the main body of it. So I'm gonna grab my shield and my quarterstaff, and I'm gonna run up to the face. Is the face there?
Yes, you should be able to reach the face. So basically what it's done here is the boat itself isn't that high up from the water because the living space is down underneath the actual water itself. So what it's done is it's come up onto the side and pulled down. So its nose, your quarterstaff gives you reach, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. No.
What does it not give you 10 feet, no?
No, it's a versatile weapon, so I can use it with 2 hands, but I'm holding a shield. But I've got
got it.
But I've got Polar Master, so I can attack twice, but no reach.
That's fine. What you can get is you wouldn't be able to quite get its nose because it's not quite come up far enough for its nose to be able to get there. But these long sort of tentacle things with the teeth in them are like right there on the side. You can definitely like attack any of those if you like.
Right. I'll hit what I can then.
Yeah, go for it. Roll an attack.
Okay. That's a 16.
That is a hit.
Aha! That is 4 bludgeoning damage, and then I'm going to Divine Smite with that. So this is an undead, yes?
Yes.
So I get to use an extra D8.
So is it 4 bludgeoning damage then
4 bludgeoning damage and 7 radiant damage.
7 radiant. Okay, got it.
And then I'm going to, with my other side of my quarterstaff, spin it around and hit him again with a bonus action.
Yes.
I've never done this before. Hang on, let me see if I'm sure
fine.
I get this right. Choose a bonus. Oh! Natural 20!
Oh, that's so cool!
And I got a cool little... I wish the stream could see it, actually. I've got a cool little treasure chest thing as well. So that is a crit with 24.
Go for it!
Okay, so we... So that is a 4. I'll roll another d4, hang on. For my crit. So that is that's 6, 7, 8. So that is 8 bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning, yeah.
With my offhand crit, and I believe if I know the rules right, I can smite once again. Because I have, let me check smite. I've never done smite on a polearm.
Yeah, no, double check it.
Smite, let me read this. When you hit with a melee weapon attack, which I have, you expend a spell slot. I've got a spell slot to deal 2d8 extra damage. And because it's a crit, I double the dice.
Yeah.
So that's 68 radiant damage.
68 radiant damage.
68 radiant damage.
Jesus Christ.
I believe my math is right there. So that's 21 radiant damage on top of that.
Okay, so that's sorry. Say that again.
So
you did
with my offhand, I critted and I did 6, 7, 8 bludgeoning damage.
8, yeah?
Yeah, and then I did divine smite. And I doubled the dice on that, and because it's undead for an extra, so it should be 3d8, but it's doubled for.
Oh right,
68.
got it. I thought you said 68.
6d8.
Right, yeah. Got it. Okay,
And then
I was like.
Then I rolled my 6d8 and got 21.
Got it. That's fine.
So that is 29 damage altogether, if you want it.
Yeah, it's fine. Sorry, I thought you said that's an extra 68 points of damage. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
6d8. Yeah, it doesn't matter how you say it. It sounds the same.
Yeah.
6 8-sided die. There we go. Worth of radiant damage. You know what? I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just going to stand my ground. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I love paladins.
Next, paladins. Yeah. Next, it is
Linara.
Linara, and Linara is going to take out her crossbow. Now she positions herself a little bit further back from you, and she is aiming down for this thing, and she's going to put in a new bolt, and she's going to shoot. And she is going to miss. See, she completely misses it. She gets the bolt out, shoots over, and just straight past it, completely missing it altogether. Now it is.
No wonder she wanted to bring me.
Now it is this wonderful shark monster.
Shark monster.
Shark monster. So this thing's pretty freaking mad right now at you. So.
Pow pow.
Okay. So for the first attack, it is going to aim straight for you using its tentacles.
Let's go.
It one of its tentacles comes out with these sharp barbs on it, and it comes right round for you. And that is a. Let me just double check. 17, 18, 19. 23 to hit.
23 definitely hits, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So, first one comes round. Now. Sorry, I'm just reading this. Okay, so our melee attack here. You're now going to be grappled by the tentacle, and you're also going to take 6 points of damage. 6 points of. Doesn't actually specify.
I have no resistances, so.
Well, it's just as well.
Yeah.
So you're going to take 6 points of damage there. You are now grappled, which means you are now restrained, and you have disadvantage in strength checks and strength saving throws.
What?
You're also pulled closer towards the actual beast itself. It is then going to bring out another one of its tentacles for a second attack. And it's going to try hit you with that as well. 10 to hit?
Nope.
Nope. Misses with that one.
Does it have advantage because I'm grappled?
I don't know. Does it? Do you get advantage on the grapples? I didn't even know that.
It's your monster. If it's grappled by itself, if it's if it's another creature grappling it, but
let's say no, because it's got another 2 tentacle attacks. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
Last tentacle attack?
Depends if you feel like my shield is I mean, that still wouldn't hit me anyway, but I don't know whether my shield would be incapacitated, but I'll leave that up to you. It's,
So it's only got one tentacle on you, so
Yeah.
we're going to say yeah.
Yeah.
14 to hit.
No.
Okay. So the other 3 attacks it misses, but it's got you restrained and grappled within one of its tentacles as these sharp barbs are piercing into your skin and pulling you slowly closer and closer. As it pulls you closer, you see deep within the mouth of this beast as rows and rows of teeth as far as you can possibly see. It is now your turn.
Hello, beastie. Can I get out of this grapple?
Yes, could you make me, sorry, I forgot to say to you, it's a strength check?
Strength check or saving throw?
Yeah, sorry, it's not actually specifying, which is
It's usually a saving throw.
It's a saving throw, it'll be a strength saving throw, and it's with disadvantage.
So 11, no, 10, sorry, disadvantage.
Unfortunately, that is a fail.
Oh.
You are currently still restrained there, and you're still grappled.
Help me, Lenara.
On to Lenara's turn as she sees you, and she's just like, that's excellent, just hold it still there. She takes out the bolt and she goes to shoot it right in its face. Let's see, she gets it this time. Right, so she just hits it. And she is going to hit it for, if I can reach my dice. Okay, so she does a total of 8 damage onto it there with her bolt. Okay, yep, sorry, that's all she can do there. Okay, so it's now back to the no, what she's going to do, sorry, she'll do that, and then she's going to start coming closer to try and help you. So she has moved a lot closer to you now, and she's there ready to try and help you get out. So it is now the creature's turn.
Let's do
it. So first attack is going to actually, first of all, you notice something. The wound where this bolt went into, you notice it seems to start closing up on itself as if it starts to heal. First attack against you, it takes out one of its tentacles and goes for you. 15 hit you?
Nope.
Nice. Next, it's going to take one of its tentacles. It's going to head over towards Lenara because she was the last one to actually try and hit it. That is also a miss. Third tentacle attack. That is a hit. So, let's see. No. No, it's not a hit. I think my other D20, I think.
Are you the bad guys now?
I know! Fourth attack is not a hit. So that's the end of our monster's turn. Now it's time for you.
Would you say that, so, I mean, my holy symbol is around my neck. Would you say that I can, like, touch my holy symbol?
I would say so.
Okay, since I'm like this, because I can't move.
Yeah, okay, I would say so.
Okay, so I'm not going to try and get out. I'm going to look at it, because let me double check. Yeah, I only need verbal and material for this spell, so I'm going to look at this creature, and I'm going to look it in the eyes, and I'm going to say a word or in Draconic, and my eyes will kind of glow, and I need it to make a Constitution saving throw.
Nice. See, con. 19.
Damn it.
I'm so sorry.
help me, Lenara. That's my action.
Okay. Right, on to Lenara's turn. She is again going to shoot it again. First of all, she is going to take out her crossbow and she's going to shoot right at it. Let's see. Okay, she rolls a 15, so she hits it for 9 points of damage. Now that she's actually closer to it as well, she can do a little bit more, and she runs up to it. Now that it's much closer and it's got you, she's able to take out her her dagger, and she tries to go at the actual tentacle, trying to get it off. So she's going to try and free
Stab it.
She hits. Where is my d6 list? Ooh. For another 9 points of damage as she starts hacking away at this tentacle that's around you. Okay. Now it's onto the monstrosity's turn. I'm like, I want to say what it's called. And I'm like, you don't know what it's called yet. So it is going to use its tentacle attacks. And it's going to go straight for Lenara because she's like hacking away at it now. So it fires a tentacle over at Lenara for a natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, feels bad getting a natural 20 at this side.
It depends. Well, enjoy it while you can until we start playing 1D&D.
So she, the creature gets this natural 20 as the tentacle with the barbs comes shooting out and grabs a hold of Lenara. These piercing barbs sticking into her as she lets out a scream as it starts to pull her closer as well. This creature currently has both of you wrapped in its tentacles, bringing you both closer and closer.
Turns to Lenara and be like, nice rescue.
It's now going to try and do a bite attack instead of a tentacle attack, and it's going to go for you. It's going to try and bite you.
Go on
then. That's an 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Yeah, it hits. Sounds like it hits.
Right. 7 points of damage to you as it reaches in and goes to take a chunk at you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's now.
Hang on.
It's now your turn.
Hang on. Sorry. There we go. Sorry, I screwed up. I screwed up the stream for a second there, moving things around. It's my turn. So right, let's try and get out of them. I'm gonna have to try and get out because it's obviously got a high con save. So strength check with disadvantage. Strength save.
Yeah, save with disadvantage.
Come on. Well, that's a fail. 7.
That is a fail.
Yep. Can't do anything else.
Okay, on to Lenara. Lenara is going to do the same. She's going to try and get out. So disadvantage. Swear. Here. That is a fail.
This is looking great. Yeah. We're going to get eaten.
On to the monster's turn now. As it's got you both kind of locked in these tentacles, so it's not going to chuck out any more tentacles because it's already got you. It's now going to just continue with its bite attack, and this time I'm going to go for Lenara, trying to take a chunk out of her this time. And yeah, that definitely hits. So 10 points of damage to Lenara. She's looking okay though. How is Rex looking?
Oh, Rex is fine. Yeah.
Cool. That's all it's going to do. It's going to bite her. It's now into your turn. So again, do you want to do a strength check?
Yeah, I need to get out of here.
Go for it.
4.
Okay, back to Lenara.
Yeah. Can't do anything else.
Grappling's shit, isn't it? So she's going to do our check with disadvantage, and yes, she gets out.
Hey.
So she breaks away and she pushes herself out. That is her that takes up her turn really to get out.
Help me, Lara.
She's able to move back. As it's now back onto the shark's turn, and it's just going to go try and bite you as Lenara breaks free. It's a 9, so I'm going to assume that was a miss.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a miss, yeah.
Yep, no worries. So it misses, so it's now back to you.
Okay, let's go.
Come on.
It's the disadvantage that's killing me. 11.
I know. Oh, I'm so sorry. Lenara is going to shoot it. And she hits for... Where is it? Here it is. 10 points of damage. This thing's looking rough, by the way. It's looking really rough.
Yeah,
now.
all right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's taken quite a few hits. You will notice though that it is some of its wounds are healing, but it's now getting to a point where the wounds are not healing quite as fast as they're getting done, sort of thing. So it is starting to struggle. She will come forward and try to hack away again at it. That is a miss though, unfortunately, as she takes out her dagger again, looking obviously quite distressed after being held there, quite injured, and she goes to try and get it and just isn't quite able to get that right, that dexterity up there. It is now the creature's turn. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
I remember the turn order.
Wait till you've got like six things going on.
It's gonna try and bite Lenara.
Wait till I gather the Avengers and collect every NPC along the way.
You could have brought a bard with you. Could have been healing you right now.
Nah, I don't need friends.
Right, that is a miss. Back to Rex. Come on, Rex.
I don't need healing. I need to get out of this damn thing. No, I'm just gonna use Word of Radiance again. So
Go for it.
So con save. It needs to make a con save.
Okay. 11.
Ah, hey, fails. So it takes 1d6 radiant damage. Take 4 radiant damage as I... What does Draconic sound like? It's more like a giant or ogre, isn't it?
Shark raises an eyebrow. I don't even think sharks have eyebrows, so it's really interesting looking.
Take me a d4 of damage.
It takes your d4 damage, and yeah, this seems to really hurt it. Like the radiant damage that you're doing here seems to really hurt it, as it takes that 4 points.
I assume so.
Background to Lenara as she reaches in and tries to shoot it, and yep, that is a hit. That is the wrong. No, that's the right dice. Again, she'll come over and she will try to free you, basically. Now she's already hacked at the tentacle on you before, so she's going to really try and actually free you this time and hack at the same spot. So let's see if she can do it this time. That was an 11 plus her attack. Yes. Okay, let's see. Let's roll some damage. Ah, nice. Yes, so as she takes out her dagger and she just goes to focus on the spot where she previously hit, she manages to completely sever this tentacle straight off.
Finally.
As you are freed, finally, from this beast and you're able to get back from it. It's now on to the shark's turn as it recoils slightly in pain.
Grapples again.
It starts to recoil in pain as it starts bringing its tentacles back slightly before it seems to come at you both again as it brings its tentacles out, grappling the side of the actual ship, the actual boat itself, and it pulls itself up onto the actual surface of this boat. It does this at a real fast pace, extremely quick for such a big creature, as it starts coming across the actual top of this boat towards you. It then is going to try and bite you. That is a 10 of a 16 to hit Rex.
Does not hit.
Nice. It sort of snaps out as these tentacles come over and these barbs stick into the side as it's pulling itself forward, and it goes to launch out at you, Rex, as you're able to just move out the way. Seeing all of these teeth, though, you start to realize that these teeth seem to go on forever. It's now your turn.
It's a lot of teeth. Well, I'm going to hit it.
Go for it.
So I'm going to run up to it and attack it with my... Oh wait, I've been using... Oh, damn, sorry. I've been using the wrong item the last time. I had the wrong... For some reason I had my rapier equipped. Here we go, that's better. Yeah. So... it's a 9 to hit.
9 to hit?
Yeah.
Oh, to hit. Oh, no, that does not hit, I'm afraid.
And then I'm going to offhand attack.
Mm-hmm.
No, offhand attack. For an 18.
Yep, that hits. Roll your damage.
6 damage, and I want to do a divine smite into that as well.
Go for it.
3 dices of 8.
Go for it.
So that's 10 radiant damage. So 10 radiant damage and 6 bludgeoning damage. 16 in total as I miss with one and get him with the other.
How would you like to do this?
Yeah. So I go around and I kind of miss on the kind of the first swing, and then I kind of turn around and do an awesome kind of like shuffle with my shield, and then kind of just stab it with the other end, like right in its mouth. And then as I get it lodged in there, then I'm gonna pump like the divine energy from Bahamut, this kind of silvery white energy pumping through it, and I'm just gonna just basically inject this divine energy into it until it explodes.
Yes, well, that's exactly what happened as the shark starts to explode around you, and all these chunks of tentacles and things land around at your feet. You stand there, holding yourself up on your staff. Lenara next to you, as you are both surrounded by chunks of this strange, monstrous beast. And I think that's a good place to take a break.
Yay, break time. We
Well
did
done.
it. We did it. Yeah, we weren't worried there at all. It's fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know, I've never. Oh no, I have seen one of those before. Yeah, that's pretty.
I've changed it a wee bit.
Yeah, that's the thing with two-player D&D. You have to kind of change. You have to change quite a bit of things, because a lot of creatures have like crowd control, which can be absolutely devastating for one player.
Well, this is supposed to have for. So it has like
four tentacle four tentacle attacks, and if they're all grappling, you've only got like one player. It's like, whoa. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us, everyone. We're going to take a quick 5-10 minute break, and we'll be back to the game after that. Thank you very much for being here. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I will pass you back over to our dungeon master and storyteller, Robin.
Yes, so before the break, our lovely adventurer Rex decided to head out on the adventuring boat with Lenara to find these strange mutant beasts that she described. They were able to come across this shark-like creature, which seemed to be undead. and also featured several tentacles coming from its mouth with sharp barbs going all the way down them. The creature was able to get onto the boat itself, and combat commenced between the three of them. Although it looked a little bit sticky at a few points, our lovely adventurer was able to...
That's what I call a sticky situation.
Our adventurer...
And then the shark all brought us ice cream.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry,
our adventurers were able to defeat the creature, with Rex delivering the killing blow as he was able to explode the creature into chunks of shark and tentacle. We now return as both of you are stood there
eating ice cream.
Eating ice cream.
Right, serious Rex face.
Well done, Rex. I knew I needed you here.
Yeah, you can say that again. What the hell was that?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Well, yeah, but not swimming. Also, it was animated. It was brought back to life by either by some magic or some necromancer. So it didn't look natural.
Yes, that's what I agree with. Are you having a look at it?
Sure, I'll have a look.
You can make me either an intelligence or a nature check.
Okay. Ooh. Well, let's go nature. Ooh, 15.
Cool. As you look at it, you can determine that first of all that this is was once, to your knowledge, a great white shark. Basically, this was at one point a great white shark, totally normal. But you can also determine that the tentacles and everything that has been attached to it, and the sheer volume of teeth as well, is not natural and is something that has been done to it. It has been mutated in a way, and you can tell that this has probably been by some sort of magic. Looking at it though, with your nature check, you can tell that the shark itself, this may have died recently and then been brought back. So this is something that's quite recent, just looking at the lack of decay, basically.
I'll relay all of that information to Lenara. So, I mean, if this is... What does this tell us, though? I mean... How do we track where this thing came from?
Well, I'm not too sure exactly how to do that, but if this was recent, it couldn't have covered that far distance, I don't think. It must be from around here, and Riverfrost is the closest settlement to here. The other towns that would have anything to do with anything like this are much further south.
So do you think it's on the coastline, something like this?
I think so. I think this would have had to, if somebody has mutated this and done something to it, they would have had to have access to the coastline, surely, or to some sort of location to be able to release it back out. I think perhaps we need to head back to Riverfrost and maybe show this to people, or show this at least to the rangers. Make sure they are aware. It might be enough to snap them out of what's happened.
Sure. Is over there. Let's go, Doc. Sure. Right. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so you can start to travel back. It takes about You're just about a mile and a bit. It doesn't take too long to start heading back. It is long enough for you to have a short rest if you wish to take one.
Yeah, I'll attempt to take a short rest.
Yeah, you certainly can. So you can only hit dice to roll or anything else in your short rest. What are you doing on this short rest to be resting?
I think probably just kind of sitting down on deck. I imagine. No, not much else. Probably just trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
If you're thirsty, there's a bottle of whiskey in that crate over there.
It's a little bit early for whiskey.
Well, after seeing that.
You got a good point. I'll take some whiskey.
She watches you a little bit as you go to take some whiskey.
Just gonna take my short rest dice.
I'm waiting for the roll of them because your dice makes such a cool roll on the screen.
Well, no, I've forgotten how to. It's been a while since I've been a player on this. Hang on.
Very top, click short rest.
Yeah, it says short rest, but it hasn't actually rolled anything. Hang on, let me try this again.
Yeah, it'll do like a countdown timer. So then you've got to, you go on to it and then you select how many dice you're going to roll.
Right. So yeah, it says 1. Take short rest. And then it says confirm.
So when you go to take a short rest,
You've
there
completed
should
short
tell
rest.
you.
Abilities have been reset. That's weird.
Did you select how many dice you were going to roll?
Yeah.
Oh. Has it done it automatically? Maybe.
No, it hasn't.
Oh. Let me just do a very quick check here. So
It's fine. I'm just roll it and add it, can't I? Maybe it's just D&D Beyond being weird. Automatically apply healing with dice result. You select the die. You select tech. Hang on. You select the die. Oh, here we go. You have to press. All right, I've got it now. You have to press where it says. Yeah. 8.
Oh, okay.
It says 8. Then take short rest. There we go. Sorted. So
Cool.
I'm up to 32, almost
Nice.
at max.
So as you are sitting there and having a drink, you can just stay in silence as you are heading back. Once you get back, you were gone a few hours. It is sort of early afternoon time. Heading back, it's quite busy. Everyone's out, at the docks, selling, trading. There's a few new ships appearing, and you can go to the normal spot and dock up. Okay, so I guess we could. Well, what do you think we should do, Rex?
Well, I mean, just what's the point in waiting around? We may as well just go to the Rangers.
Precisely.
Right,
Let's head there. We'll tell them what's happened. We'll get them to come and look themselves.
Yeah. Come on then. No. I'm assuming, have we got it all in bags or something? Just like.
Tell me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. We'll wrap the toothy tentacly thing up. And
Perfect. Yeah.
we'll head to what's his name again?
Norwin.
We'll head to Norwin's office.
So you bag up the parts and so as best as you can, and you'll head off the boat as you get a couple of looks, but no one seems that really shocked or surprised or anything. No one seems to be concerned. As you start heading back towards the Rangers, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is passive perception is 13.
As you're walking, you can notice that there are some more of these sort of plants that have appeared since you have been gone. Not a huge number, but you just notice more of them. And you can notice that they're mainly round about the paths that people would normally take and at people's doorways. So you can continue through the lovely fishing area. Again, you're met with the same sights, same people heading past, people selling different things on the side. Heading through, you can then cross the bridge over to the farming settlement, where again, there are children and some slightly older children out sparring and practicing against the straw dummies. You see people tending to their crops and to their livestock. Then heading over towards the Elven Quarter, you are again met with the beautiful scent of rose petals, the wonderful colours, and the inviting entrance to the headquarters. Do you head in?
Yeah, let's head in.
Nice. You head in and you see the same woman sitting behind her desk there. And as you approach, she will look up at you and she'll smile at both of you.
Hey.
Well, welcome. What can I do for you?
I need to know one.
Norman? Yes, Norman's just over in his office. He's got no one there. You just go knock on the door, it'll be fine.
Thanks. I'll head over and knock on the door.
Yeah. Who's there?
It's Rex.
Come in.
I'll open the door.
You head in. You and Lenara can head in with your bags of gross monster parts. And as you head in, you see him there, and he is now he's sitting at his desk. There's a few papers lying around. You know, he doesn't look like he's up to much. He's just gonna be like, yes. Hello, how can I help you? Oh, Lenara, been a while since I've seen you.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
Well, what can I do for you?
Did the Rangers not patrol the seas anymore, Norwin?
Yeah, the Rangers patrol seas still.
Oh, so how did you miss this? And I'll throw it on the desk so it kind of opens up into a big, like, gross.
He sort of
It's got a taste for people, Norwin.
He jumps back a little bit from it. Start once again. He jumps back.
He throws up. He throws up on camera.
He'll jump back from it. Oh, where did you see that?
I don't know. I just saw it laying on the ground before I bring it to you. Norwin, it was in the water.
No, we've not had any issues recently. That must be new. This must be brand new. I guess we'll need to send people out there, I guess.
Okay, well it's
Norwin,
new. What are you going to do about it?
I told you about this days ago, and you ignored me. He kind of looks around. Could you do me a perception check, please?
Certainly can. 19.
There are a lot more of these sort of like weird plants and vines in this office. They're quite heavy. He seems to not have a clue what you're talking about.
How about, you know what, Norwin? I think we've taken care of this for you. Would you like to maybe come out with us to the seafront, and we can kind of show you where we found it?
Well, I've got work to do here and everything. I've got to finish doing all the stuff here, and you've now, left blood everywhere, whatever that is.
I can clean it up. How about after work?
Do me a
Persuasion
check.
Okay. Ooh,
Let's get that charisma out.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a look at my channel divinity because I do have.
Yeah, see if you've got anything else to help
I
there.
do actually have some cool stuff with this new oath.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Which oath is it that Rex has?
okay, so he made an oath to the Platinum Dragon, especially after he spoke to Tharavol's wife, that he would make up for his past life and his past misgivings. So he has the Oath of Redemption. I'm going to use Emissary of Peace. So I'm going to use my Channel Divinity to use Emissary of Peace, and that gives me a +5 bonus to persuasion checks.
Yeah, nice. Go for it. Yeah.
For the next 10 minutes.
Oh, so, good. Awesome.
Yeah. So persuasion. So that's a 31.
31. Nice. Yeah, well, I guess I've not been out of the office for a while. I can come with you.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Let's head out. We'll
It's been a while since you've been on sea, right?
Oh, don't remember the last time I was on sea.
Oh, I know we can get some good coffee.
Okay, come on, let's do this.
Okay, we'll
follow you.
I'll try and escort him basically back to where we came. Can I see if I can see the kids selling coffee again today?
Yeah, you can you head back. I'm not gonna make you roll for this. You can smell it. It's coffee. You can see the kids selling coffee, and you notice a few differences. First of all, he's hiked his prices up, but you also notice that he has taken all your advice on board, and he is turning into the right little entrepreneur, and is distributing it all. He's got his cups laid out, and he's making it fresh there, and he clocks you as you're coming up. Oh, sir, thank you. You helped me so much.
It's fine.
Do you want some coffee?
Yeah, I'll take 2, 3, Lenara. 3.
Yes,
Give us 3.
yes, I'll have a coffee. Why not?
Give us 3, and I'll pay him for 3.
He will go, and you notice him you saw him pouring from a distance when you came down, but you notice that now that it's you there, he is being so careful. You can see him. He's got the coffee just ready. He's shocking it with the cold water. He's waiting, and he is very carefully pouring this into each cup and making sure it is perfect, and he's handing it over to you.
Thanks.
Here you go. And he's kind of looking at you almost like he's waiting for you to take a sip.
This is good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And he sees he's all excited, and he goes back to carry on making coffee.
I pour out. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't. Well, DM, does it taste? How does it taste? Does it taste good?
It's good. It tastes it tastes good, but it gives you that memory of the coffee that you would make out on the road when you'd be camping, and it just reminds you of that. So yeah, it tastes good.
Yeah, no, and if we head out, it's only just off the shore here. I'll show you where we think it came from.
Okay, lead away. And he's got the coffee, and he's drinking. As you're heading towards there, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw.
And so is
I'm just double checking to see if it's. Oh right, okay. Well, so my amulet of the devout hasn't been adding my bonus for some reason.
Oh, have you not? Have you
No, I need to
attune to it.
That's where I've done wrong. Okay, so
yeah, just click it into the attune box.
Yeah, so that would be a 14.
Yeah, you're fine. As you're heading out towards the boat, Lenara kind of looks over to you. I think that we need to hurry up and get onto that boat.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I remember Arloe. It's rather strange. I have a memory of him.
Don't think about it. Let's go.
I will remember my training. We go straight to the boat. It's not real. And she kind of marches off ahead of you, like she's quite headstrong.
Right. Okay.
And gets onto the boat.
I'll head and I'll continue kind of business conversation with oh crap, what's his name again?
Norwin.
Norwin. Yeah, I'll carry on speaking to Norwin.
Yeah, you can chat away.
And as we're heading towards the boat.
You chat away, and as you're chatting, as you get further and further away from the docks, from all the areas, and you're getting onto the boat, he's sounding fine. He sounded pretty much like he did before, but he's starting to be a little more relaxed around you almost. Okay, so this is and he looks down and you see all the blood and guts and everything else, and I'm going to make the assumption neither one of you cleaned it up. So everything laying around there. What exactly did you do to it?
Well, killed it.
I can see you killed it. Did you? Whatever. And he moves some of it aside with his foot as he goes and takes the seat. And you can head on.
Okay, I'll head up to Lenara as she's heading out, and I'm just like, don't head towards it. Just head out to sea. If this is something that's, if this is some kind of area of effect, I don't know whether it affects the people that, long term, or if you've managed to stave it off just by being outside.
I think so.
Maybe it'll wear off for him.
It might do. We can go and see. It's good that you were able to convince him to come off. The other people, most of them, they've not been so easily convinced to leave. So I think that might have actually saved him. And she's steering and she's heading out just to try and get away, basically, from it. And she'll kind of turn to you after about 10-15 minutes, and she's like, I no longer feel how I did before. I think it's starting to wear off.
I'll go see how Norwin's doing. And I'll kind of use my stick and sound like a peg-leg pirate as I'm walking across the deck.
Yeah, you can head over to him. He's sitting down, and you see that he looks quite happy, quite relaxed, and he's sort of like breathing in the sea air. You know Norwin well enough, and you know that one of the things that before he was appointed as commander of the Rangers of the Frost, he mainly went out to hunt monsters, and he certainly enjoyed being out at sea hunting sea monsters. He's kind of in his element here, being out and, surrounded by the water.
How are you doing?
Rex. This was a good idea.
Glad to be out of that office.
Yes, I think so.
Can you remember why we brought you out here?
He sort of looks around. Do an insight check for me. Twenty-one. He looks you can tell he's very confused, almost in actual physical pain with this confusion that he's feeling. He turns to you and he's just like, No. I
I'll
don't
sit
remember.
down and make sure, or whatever he's doing, I'll make sure I'm at eye level with him. Norwin, who's Arloe?
I don't know. But I do know. I think you see him sort of starting to kind of almost come around to his senses a little bit here. Rex, I have these memories, these visions of this wizard who I don't think I've ever met before.
It's okay. You're not the only one. Take some time to clear your head, my friend. I'll leave him for like, 20 minutes, and I'll just go and tell Lenara just keep sailing around until it looks like he's kind of got the cobwebs out, and then I'll come back down and I'll basically explain everything from basically being suspicious of the plants, and then I'll explain everything from Lenara meeting me this morning onward and what our suspicions are.
Okay. I think you're onto something there. I can remember now. The plants, Look, guy turned up, said he was a wizard, said he was there to help people. Started helping, and then suddenly, that's all I remember is that sort of, he was there, he was helping us, and then it was as if he was always there.
So you did meet him? You sure of it?
I did meet him. I'm sure of it. I met him.
Do you have any idea where he would be?
I think he's out in the woods.
Woods.
He's not in Riverfrost. But those bloody plants. You know what I'm like with plants. Okay, that elven quarter covered in plants, covered in all these lovely pretty colors. But my office, no. None of that there. My office, nice, clean, nothing. He filled it with these plants and insisted that, they're good. They will make everything nice and light and bright. And before I knew it, it was just, they'd always been there. I'm remembering now, can't believe I let somebody get into my head like that. I have been trained to not let that happen.
Okay, well, it looks like it's happened to the entire town. It's just lucky Lenara was out at sea and out of the range of whatever this is.
Well, we're going to need a plan.
Might have a few ideas. I'll get Lenara and we'll go into her downstairs bit. Ship talk.
Yeah, the three of you can gather and you can head down into this little nook with the board and all the posters and everything. And then as you head down, Norwell will start shuffling through these posters. And you can see the pained look, because these are people from Riverfrost. They're people who have gone missing that he had forgotten about. He just sits there shuffling through them. Rex, what are your ideas?
I don't know if it's a good idea to go back through the city. So geography wise, the coastline, could we go up the coastline and towards the forest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically where you are at the minute, so Riverfrost itself is It's quite far north. You have been sailing you've been sailing northwest currently. So what you can do is you can actually loop round and you can join further down. The woodland area goes quite far, so you can easily kind of head further down, completely bypassing Riverfrost and head to another part of the woods if that's what you want to do.
So if we, and I'll like draw out on the map or whatever they have there, if we do a big loop down south and then come, if he's in the woods south of Riverfrost, then we can maybe leave a boat out at sea just in case. Do you have Lenara, do you have a smaller rowboat here, or?
No, I don't. Okay. Not here, but I mean, we could easily sail round. There is a point down at the woods. It's quite south of the woods, actually, but if we head down there, there is a small point down there that I can actually dock up and we can get off.
Yeah, maybe we can.
If it's still there, anyway, it used to be there.
Yeah. I think it'd be the best idea is to head down that direction, and if we can maybe get as many people as we can out of the city. I'm not entirely sure how far a reach. I mean, if this wizard has a base in the woods, who knows, he might have the entire woods infested with these plants. But at least they are visible, and we suspect that's what's causing the memory loss or the memory alteration is these plants. So at least we'll be able to see straight away if they are there.
Norwin will kind of speak up. It wasn't so much memory loss. It was just extra memories, but all good. You know how when you remember people, there's always something bad. There's always, an argument, an altercation. The memories were all good. They were all pure. I think that's how I know they're not real. Because that's not what people are like. It made me feel calm, content. Oh, and I've done no work. I bet I'm going to have so much work to do after all of this. And he kind of starts the expression is changing back to the stressed out Norman that you normally know, who has got all of the rangers to look after.
Well, so I think the best thing to do is head down there, see if the area has been affected. Even though we might not be able to find this Arloe, at least we know there's this place where people can come. So even if we go there and we can't find where he is straight away, at least we can maybe set up some kind of base and get people out of the city. There was one, yes. Well, there's a couple of people that might not be affected. Tharavol's family, they didn't seem affected as many others, although they are on the outskirts of town. That might be a reason. If we can get some message to them.
Possibly. His wife, Saria, she's got a good head on her.
Well,
I think she probably will.
Maybe contact her. There's also a few travelers in town, one of which was a bard that I met that just came in. I was here for a day, and well, I've been here for over a day, and it hasn't affected me yet. So it's obviously something that takes a while to take hold. So if the
Possibly.
more people we know that haven't been affected, the better. We can get them out of town. I'll see if I can. Just thinking a way of getting a hold of these people.
Well, I mean, there might be a few things we can do. Find somewhere safe. I mean, the Rangers know how to get messages out. And I think I've got a few ways I can get a message around to people. I mean, we got messages to you after all.
It's true. Right.
Okay.
Let's turn the ship around, Lenara.
Turn the ship around. Sorry. Okay, yes. Lenara will
Rex
turn
knows
this
where Arloe is.
Okay, so oops. She will turn the ship around and start heading down. So you travel, you do this sort of like big loop around, giving yourself plenty of space. It's going to take a couple of hours of just sea traveling as she is navigating the map, and you're heading down towards the sort of wooded area, but giving a complete bypass of all of Riverfrost. Is there anything you want to do on the way there?
No, I want to probably make sure we have prep. I'll probably ask what supplies we have, because I have basic camping supplies, but I'll ask because we kind of just like whisked.
Yeah.
Why can't I remember his name?
Norwin.
No, wait, I'm gonna write that down. By the way, in D&D games, you can write things down.
You can. Some people call it note taking.
Really?
Yeah.
Norwin. No.
Norwin.
That's. I've got 3 things written on this. This is how crap my notes are. 3 things written down: Arlo, Lenara, and Norwin. There we go. I'm just so in the moment. Right. So Norwin obviously hasn't got bugger all with him. Norwin,
No.
what do you have on you?
I've got. And he kind of like feels about. Nothing on me.
Great.
Actually.
Well, I thought that might be the case, but we need you. I'm sure you understand now that we needed to get you out of there.
No. I understand fully. I mean, that just shows how much I was under whatever that was, because there's no way I would have left without my gear.
But luckily we have you here, so the Rangers, I mean, they seem to be following. I mean, you seem to be doing your everyday job as normal, so there's no. I can't see, unless I don't know how complicated this magic is, but hopefully, if the Rangers hear a summon from you, then they will oblige. But we need to make a base first, so you got nothing on you. Lenara, what have you got in the way of supplies, camping?
Yes, there's a couple of things here. There's a few bedrolls, one of which isn't used downstairs, so there's a couple of bedrolls.
Bed sushi.
Oh my god. A few basic camping supplies in here. We can gather it up. There's enough for us to set up a little den. Anyway, a few sheets. And she'll start rummaging through, and she'll pull out a few boxes and things. And again, it's just all basic camping supplies, sort of things that you can set up a nice little camp somewhere.
Fantastic. Right, so we should have enough. Do you have extra weapons for Norwin?
Got an extra couple of daggers. And she goes and she feels, got an axe. So that can maybe be used.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can use an axe, but I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. I don't always need a weapon. Come on then. And he's seeming more like himself, clearly, as he starts to take charge a wee bit and heads out in front of you as you pull up. As you arrive towards the sort of I don't know ship terminology. Should have read up on this. As you arrive at the tree line, sure enough, there is a point where you can dock your ship, and it's definitely, as Lenara described, a little bit beaten down, but there is like an old port here that she's able to bring the ship towards, stop, tie it up, and you're able to all get off, grab some supplies, and there's some food and water and things there as well. So you're able to gather that together, and you can head into the woods if you wish.
Yeah, let's head in a little ways. I guess the best course of action would be travel north. Where? Northeast? Yeah, northeast, right? That's
Yeah,
right.
northeast.
Yeah, northeast. So basically towards like the entrance towards the farming district of Riverfrost, if I have it in my head right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll just slowly make our way through the woods, specifically looking out for the weird plants, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so you're looking for the weird plants. You look for anything else?
Probably the obvious signs of civilization and things like that.
Yeah. Okay. So it'll be like an intelligence check then.
Investigation.
Or like investigation. Sorry, investigation.
7.
Yeah, you kind of look around. No, the plants are bright, glowing plants. You don't see any of them at all currently. So there's no plants that you can see as you are walking around. And you can start to sort of track your way back northeast. Could you do me a survival check?
9. Over the rolls.
Oh my gosh. So as you are heading northeast, you can have a look around and you're looking for any signs of civilization and so on. Rex, you don't really see anything. You know roughly where you're going, and you're able to do that because I mean you're experienced at what you're doing here, so you're tracking your way until Inara stops you. Rex, Norwin, look at this.
What is it?
She points down to the ground. It's just there. There's tracks. Well, looks like tracks, but as far as I'm concerned, people don't usually come to this part of the woodland area. We're about a half a mile from the farming settlement. And the tracks here are quite heavy, and it looks like they're going out there, out towards, well, it would lead you out towards the coast, I guess.
Guess we could follow them, but that's going back the way we came, but hey, we've got time on our side currently.
We do, and I'd quite like to avoid getting near any of those plants again. We could follow them for a bit. Perhaps it might lead us to something.
Sure. No, and if you have any changed feelings towards Arloe, please let us know.
Yeah, sure. You know, Arloe and I, we go way back. I'm joking. Look at your face. Can't take a joke anymore, can you, Rex? Honestly, you go away for a year and that's you. And he starts wandering off ahead of you, following the tracks. His sense of humour clearly wasn't affected.
Yeah, you can see why I never wanted to join the Rangers of the Frost.
Well, I mean, they have their good points sometimes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, let's keep following them. I think he's just buggered off again. Okay, so they're going that way. They're quite heavy, but it looks like it's just one person. You can start following the tracks. As you follow the tracks, it leads you. So you came from the coastline. This isn't going quite back the way you came. This is kind of going. Maybe if you were to retrace your steps back, you're turning like a sharp right away from them and going out to the coastline that way.
Just heading like north up the coast, basically.
Yeah, basically, yes. You're kind of doing this weird sort of loop up and round. So it's going to a different point of the coast, that isn't quite as far down as where you docked. So you start heading, and you can follow these tracks quite easily as you come to a point where the tracks seem to just stop. They completely stop. You're in quite a heavy sort of foliaged area. There's a lot of trees, a lot of plant life and things around. None of the weird, colourful plants can be seen from here, but the tracks do stop exactly here at this point that you're at.
It's the end of the line, looks like.
I don't understand. I mean, I don't see how they could just stop here. There must be something around here, something that should lead us to where we're going.
Can I see if there's anything invisible or is anything weird?
Oh, of course you can. Go for it. What you want to do to check that?
I kind of want to have a look around, see if there's anything odd. So, like, I'm aiming
like
for perception, basically.
Yeah, perception. Yeah, go for a perception check.
13.
Okay, yeah. So you can have a little look around. As you're looking around, of course, the tracks do stop there, and you can't see any sort of life anywhere else where the tracks might have appeared. But you can see that they're stopping right before like some sort of like heavy foliage. So you can, if you like, sort of move through that. Would you like to?
Yeah. I want to go cautiously.
Of course you can. So you can. Are you doing like cautiously or stealthily?
Like yeah, at a half speed type thing. So I guess I'll try and stealth.
Yeah, don't go for a stealth check. See if you can do this nice quietly.
9.
9. Okay, yeah. So as you go and you feel forward, and you just need to move the foliage very slightly. And in the ground, it reveals what would appear to be some sort of hatch, an actual opening in the ground. The hatch itself looks to be metal and is set down within the ground. There's a small handle on it towards you and a hinge at the other side. What do you wish to do?
I will alert my companions. Well, found a trapdoor.
Oh, great. Well, it looks like we might have potentially found where he is.
Well, that's assuming a lot, but yeah.
Don't know who else is out here. Maybe
could be
it's
anyone.
just somebody's alcohol storage. What do you think we should do?
All the more reason for us to check it out, I guess. I mean, no, you have to read. But that's a good thing about having notes. You can look at them. I don't know what it is about. I don't know what it is about the name Norwin. I just can't remember it. Norwin.
Yep.
So this trapdoor, I'm gonna go check it out. Do you want to stay here and keep a lookout?
Yeah. Tell you what. How about I'll get my axe ready. Anything comes out, I'll kill it. Sound good?
I mean, yeah, whatever. Okay.
He takes out his axe, and you can tell he's like slowly just kind of coming back into it, get feeling a bit better. And he takes out his axe, waiting for you to kind of go ahead and open the door. Would you like to open the door?
Yeah, no, I want to investigate the trapdoor first, and I want to just
go for it. Roll an investigation check for me, please.
This is Rex. This isn't Godric.
Yeah.
Or
What are you
Gavin.
looking for specifically?
Trap. A freaking trap that's
A
gonna
trap.
blow up. Yes, a wire or some sort of thing that's gonna blow up if I.
For wires in the door. Yeah, sure, go for it. You can investigate the door.
For God's sake, 7.
7. You can have so you have quite a close look at this door. As you're looking around it, it does look just like a normal sort of like hatch you would see. You can't see anything out of the ordinary here. There's no markings or anything either. It's just sort of like a metal hatch that you think you can lift.
Cool, I'll lift it up.
Okay. You don't need to do any checks. You can lift it up. So as you lean over and you put your hand onto the handle of the door, nothing happens. You go to lift it up. It makes quite a loud sort of creak as you go to move it. And then just there, you swear you see something out the corner of your eye. You continue to pull it open when suddenly you're pushed back. You let go of the door as you're pushed back onto the ground. And as you look up, you see these huge trees. It's as if they come to life. The roots rip out of the ground around you and stamp down right next to where you lay. creaking of the trees goes right up to the top as all these leaves and everything start to move and flex as you realize that these are not just normal trees. These are something that you would have seen before in your travels. As you lay on the ground and you look up to the sight of two monstrous awakened trees. And that's where we'll leave it today.
Oh, I want to beat up the trees.
You want to beat up the trees? Well, you'll have to wait till next week.
Have to wait till next week. No, it was fun. I was like, there's gonna be something. There's gonna be, but I'm Rex. I'm not Felix or anything. I can't be like, oh, I'm gonna use a magical detect magic or something. Awesome. Thank you very much for that, Robin, the game. Thank you everyone in the stream for joining us. We hope you enjoyed it. Come back and join us next Saturday where we will be continuing this campaign, this game. We play this game every Saturday currently at 3 p.m. GMT. Is there anything else we need to clear up, Robin, before we head off?
Think that's everything, everybody. Thank you all for being here. We're gonna go and do a little raid. I think we're gonna go raid Talp. Should we give Talp a raid?
Sure.
So Talp the Scott is currently on and looks like they're playing some Pokemon. So we can give our lovely friend Talp a little raid. And again, as well as catching us here, we're also on Discord. So come and join our wonderful Discord community. And all the links for everything is in our About section here on our Twitch page. We will see you again next week for some streams. And we will have our next podcast episode coming out on Monday.
Next podcast episode is coming out Monday. Yes.
Monday.
Yeah, and we're talking live action roleplay with one of our friends. And we're going to be talking about the live action roleplay that we play. LARP Empire LARP. Sorry. We're going to be exploring one of the other nations of the Empire. And talking about LARP and D&D in general as well. So make sure you keep tuned for that episode coming up Monday. So my hang on, I'm just gonna refresh everything because I've just cocked up the oh no, you're gonna hear me twice. Sorry. So I need to now go to the creator dashboard because I don't know where my raid thing has gone. Basically, as I went to move the window.
Oh no.
Yeah, raid option has completely gone.
Everyone in chat, remember we have so those of you who are subscribed, we also have our lovely little raid icon. I made a little raid Rottweiler, so fill up Talp's chat with some raid Rottweilers.
Yeah, exactly. Right, I've got it now. Right, we'll send you over to Talp. And we'll see you next week, folks.